What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Now, this is just a follow-up video to a video I did yesterday. Make sure you check that video out. Gennady Golovkin, Danny Jacobs may take over Canelo date. And, wow, that's weird. 14,000. Usually you don't see even numbers like this. But make sure you guys check out that video. And I was talking about this particular fight, which is in the negotiation process as we speak. Now, before I get started, I gotta say, some of the fans, I really question if you're real boxing fans. Like, I was reading some of the comments and they were just asinine. Somebody said, yeah, keep running, Jacobs, run. Like, why would you wait until they're actually in negotiations, which is pretty much confirmed by both sides, to accuse someone of running? Now, if you want to say he avoided a fight in the past, cool. But right now, it looks like they're negotiation, and there's a strong chance that this could slide into that spot where Canelo was supposed to fight, but he has a thumb injury. Made a video about that. Check that out. So he's not fighting for the remainder of this year. So the fourth quarter is not looking great for boxing. We don't have any big fights that I've really seen other than Ward Kovalev. You can maybe count Pacquiao Vargas. I don't know how big that'll be, but I'm hoping this goes down because we need to close the year strong. You know what I mean? There's not really much to look forward to. So I could really, at this point, care less what Danny Jacobs said or did 2-3 months ago, what Canelo, you know what I mean? I'm more focused on what the current situation is. And the current situation is the guys are negotiating. Now, December 10th, again, that was a former Canelo date that HBO had. I don't think it would be pay-per-view, but I'm not the one making the decision. I think they would put this on regular HBO. I think Canelo no longer fighting this year freed up some of the budget. So that'd be a good look. Golovkin, I don't know he's ready for pay-per-view unless it's with a certifiable name like Canelo. Obviously, if Canelo fights Triple G, then that is a pay-per-view fight. We all know that. There's no real way around it or disputing it. You know what I mean? But as far as Triple G, if he's going to have to carry most of the promotion on his name and his shoulder, even though this is a fun fight stylistically, I don't think Danny Jacobs is as big as he should be. He even admits that. He even said that, literally. I seen like an article or interview, and Danny Jacobs is like, I don't know why I'm not bigger. You know what I mean? I had an amateur career, survived cancer. I don't know. So, I mean, he even admitted that he's not kind of at the star power level that he feels he should be. So, this would clearly be, for me, better suited for regular HBO World Championship boxing. But stylistically, it's a very good fight. Great fight, even. To me, this could be one of Golovkin's toughest tests. A lot of people think that Golovkin will blow through him. Maybe he does. But Golovkin is, if he fights Jacobs, he's fighting a known puncher, a guy who knows how to finish good just like him, a guy with power, and a guy who's a little bit taller than him. Jacobs is about 6 feet tall, right? Golovkin's like 5'10 and a half, 5'11-ish. So I don't think Golovkin would blow through him. A lot of people put emphasis on the Dimitri Pirog, but the reason I don't feel that is I don't think he's gonna be as aggressive. Golovkin's smarter than what people probably think. Like, I mean, to me, it showed. It went against the Mexican style coin term, but the fact that he exercised the jab when he was in there with the puncher, you see how measured he was and methodical in that fight with David Lemieux. So him going against another puncher who's taller than him, you've seen how long it took David Lemieux to get out versus Marco Antonio Rubio, someone who's maybe his punch and technique he didn't really respect as much. But I really think Golovkin would go into this fight, especially happening in Jacobs' backyard. I think he would go in there respectful. You know what I mean? He was even kind of respectful to Kell Brook after Kell Brook started letting combinations. So I don't think it'll be a first round stoppage for either guy. You know what I mean? Jacobs got a first round stoppage over Peter Quillen, and this is not a prediction video. Golovkin would be the favorite in this fight, but I do think it's a good fight. That's what I'm basically trying to say. And I want to see it. I would actually try to go to this. I'm a West Coast dude. You guys know I live in California, but I would definitely try to go to something like this because it's that type of fight for me. It's a meaningful fight. I want to see how Golovkin looks after the Kell Brook performance, because I don't think that was his strongest performance. And to a degree, I think things were exposed about what works against him and what methods don't. And again, I'm not going to keep saying this. You can be exposed and still win a fight, right? You can expose like something somebody's weak at. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a deficiency, right? And that's what it is. You guys can say, oh, but Kill Brooks, I mean, that's all true. Finding Danny, he lost the fight, but it was a guy jumping up 2 weight classes. So you guys let me know what you think. I think this would be a great way to close the year in December for this particular fight. I'm not going to even spend too much time talking about this and that and not doing the actual prediction, because this is boxing. We just seen Klitschko, who's another K2 Tom Loeffler fighter, and he's not getting his opportunity at Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is like medically unfair or unfit to continue fighting or something like that. So he's not going to be fighting. So I'm not going to put too much stake in this fight actually happening, even though the WBA mandated this fight and ordered this fight. We just have to wait and see. But I hope, and I have my fingers crossed, that it does happen, because I think it's a good fight. Golovkin is proven to be successful on the East Coast. Danny Jacobs is a native of the East Coast. He's from the East Coast. So, I mean, to me, it makes all the sense in the world. That's not, it's a way to consolidate the belts too. Now, it's not a version of the belt that Golovkin doesn't already have, but it'll, if Jacobs gets knocked out or something by Golovkin, like, and he continues his knockout streak, then he just consolidated the belt. So really, the only belt he has to go after is Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I mean? You can't say, oh, there's another guy in my division with a version of my belt even. So I'm okay with this fight. The WBA ordered it. It's a good fight, entertaining style. I think there's certain things that we'll see. I mean, really, it's going to boil down to, let's see what Danny Jacobs, he learned in his previous loss and surviving cancer. I mean, how bad do you want it type of mentality, and we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Drop in the comment section. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.